It all started with 6 men in 2014 who used the 4-letter word to create a movement. That 4-letter word, care. Founder Greg Long, who's a Bessemer native, began a pilot program to tackle the growing problem of in-school suspensions in the Bessemer City Middle School. For example, 25 students had a staggering number of 161 suspensions in the first semester of school. So, Caring Men was formed as a mentoring and counseling program. Greg partnered with Ralph Sims and all his expertise as a counselor. Also a man who knows how to talk.
You know, we normally don't like to shine a light on ourselves or on a colleague in our news segments, but we're making an exception tonight because we have a look at how just one person with one idea can make a huge impact on the lives of kids.
Yeah, we like this story. Sarah Verser with the story of how one of our WBRC photographers puts down his camera to give back to a Bessemer school.
Being a journalist, you see so much. You know, you're covering the homicides, you're going into people's communities every day.
Greg Long works on Good Day, Alabama, covering spot news for WBRC. He's worked here for decades. But just recently I discovered what he does in his free time, mentoring.
I spent 14 years with another mentoring program, and I know it works. And matter of fact, my mentor, or my mentee from that program just graduated this past May. And I had been with him since he was in the 4th grade.
A year ago, Greg founded Caring Men Incorporated at Bessemer Middle School, his way of giving back to the community where he grew up.
You've got your hand up and these boys had their hands up. What's going on in this picture?
He explains it's all about a $20 bill that he crumpled up, trampled on, and threw into the garbage. But the boys still wanted that $20 bill.
I want them to understand no matter what they go through in life, no matter how bad their situation is, where they have come from, they're still valuable.
Caring Men started with 5 mentors back in November, along with his partner, Ralph Sims, a domestic violence counselor and youth detention volunteer. Today, there are 17 men, and for the girls, 13 women paired with mentees. Plus, Lawson State Community College provides tutors from their honors program.
They speak a lot of life into these kids.
Assistant Principal Tamika Thomas says it all translates into numbers that count in school. Grades going up, attendance, and behavior.
I know at one point, at the end of the 9 weeks, we had about a third less. Oh. We dropped about a third less in suspensions that we had the year before.
Just because someone else is holding them accountable. For 13-year-old Caleb now, it's Greg Long.
Just to know that he there, like whenever I need him.
After counseling and working with the students, the suspension rate dropped from 161 to 61. That's when the light came on. Second year, disciplinaries dropped another 26% school-wide among boys. But there was an even bigger problem. Turns out, the girls were being suspended at a higher rate than the boys. That's when Caring Men became Caring Men and Caring Women. During this time, school administrators said that over 151 of their students were failing in at least one subject. And there was yet another problem. Most of them rode the bus and weren't able to stay for after-school tutoring. So Long reached out to Lawson State Honors College for support. 18 of the 21 college students signed up. They were even able to get community service hours for tutoring. And as the weeks passed, some of the students' grades got a little better. Local barbers and cosmetology students from Lawson State partnered with the mentoring program to give free haircuts and manicures to boost the students' self-esteem. Caring Men and Caring Women was making an impact, but they wanted to do even more for the kids. Each year, students participated in a life skills camp where basic skills needed for everyday life was taught. Skills any parent would be proud their child could learn, like conflict resolution, team building, sex education, the importance of friendship, choosing a career, and how to carry yourself as a young man and young lady. Fast forward to 5 years later. Caring Men and Caring Women continues to grow. It continues to help students at Bessemer City Middle. And it wasn't just the Bessemer City Middle School that needed the counseling. Long and Sims and all of Caring Men and Caring Women went to Abrams Elementary to start counseling there. Caring Men and Caring Women continues to check on those first students who are in high school about to graduate now. So you might say that Caring Men and Caring Women is a success, right? Right. And just in case you're not completely satisfied, here's another success story. Edmund Adams would do anything for his daughter.
Always been in her life. Her number one fans.
But his daughter Kamaji wasn't always a fan of adjusting to a new school.
Actually, it was up and down.
She really lacked a lot of motivation. She kind of was just existing in classroom. She wasn't doing any of her work.
I don't know if she lost track because I left the house or what, because I was always there to be there to help her.
Kamaji failed the 6th grade, but she says that her shyness was to blame more than anything else, not her ability to comprehend and do the work.
It was just some things I needed help with. Sometimes, to be honest, sometimes I'll be kind of scared to ask.
And so I felt like she needed to have a mentor, and so that's why I did put her on the list for Caring Men, Caring Women.
So Kamaji was paired with mentor Regina Williams, who would be just the spark plug she needed.
I've always had an opportunity to work with children. You know, I just good at it, I guess. It's just, I'm the cool auntie, as they call it.
And Regina has a cool reason for being a mentor.
Someone took the time with me, and I'm a successful business owner. You know, I don't take that lightly. I feel that anyone who calls themselves successful, you're not successful until you get back to someone behind you.
Regina says Kamaji had only a few cracks that needed to be repaired. So as a mentor, she rolled up her sleeves and worked on the whole person.
Let's work on the grades first. So I did. I had a conference several times with many of her teachers just to see where was she falling short.
Mentors like Regina have really helped the students at Bessemer City Middle School. Suspensions have gone down, their grades have improved, and their confidence sky high. But there was a big test Kamaji faced.
I told Kamaji, I said, look here, we got a situation. You got an opportunity to actually join your class, your original class, and be in high school in the next year and a half or so. And she looked, a look of fright, just a frightening moment. I said, you could do this. You know you can, right?
And she did just that. She took part in the credit recovery program where she would double her workload to catch back up.
I wouldn't really be in the 9th grade if I didn't have a mentor.
My job is good. You know, it's on her. You know, I'm going to follow her for a long time.
Booker T. Washington once said, success is not measured by the position you reach in life, but by the obstacles which you have overcome. Although Kamaji's race just started, she can be proud that she found a mentor and the confidence to overcome her obstacles.
I'm so proud of her. I tell her every day how proud I am of her.